into his windup. And Ohtani lights it up, right field. Welcome to the postseason, Shohei Ohtani. The game's brightest star, ready for the game's biggest stage. A game-tying 3-run home run. We're knotted up at 3 after the first Major League postseason home run for Shohei Ohtani, as if there was a doubt
for his postseason struggles. 3-2, hit in the air to deep left field. Profar going back, robbed one against him the other night. At the wall, leaps up, he can't get it. Nearly robbed another. No, yes. Betts ran all the way behind the mound. He is on the grass, but it was a home run. So Betts, who got fooled one way by Profar the other day, gets fooled the other way by Profar here today, this time a little bit out of his reach, and a home run, 1-0 Dodgers.
Tatis swings, chopper to third, backhand pick by Hernandez, there's the throw, and that's a win for LA! Fireworks go off in straightaway center field as the Dodgers shut out the Padres in back-to-back games. They are going to the National League Championship Series. They're jumping around on the mound, victory formation. They pour out of the dugout. Celebration continues all around the ravine. From the dugout club to the reserve level in the top deck, people going crazy. The Dodgers going back to the NLCS. The pitch is hit high in the air, right field, hooking toward the pole, and this ball is fair and gone. Shohei Ohtani unloads a 3-run home run here in the top of the 8th inning. His second of the postseason makes it 7-0 LA. The 1-0 pitch. Ohtani swings, and it's a missile to right field. Marte will turn, and watch this one fly. Shohei Ohtani, a leadoff home run, a laser beam to right field, and it's 1-0 Dodgers right off the hop in Game 4. Another 1-2 pitch. Edman swings, hits a high fly ball, left field and deep. Nimmo is back on the warning track, at the wall, gone! Tommy Edman sends Dodger Stadium into a frenzy. A 2-strike, 2-run home run. He has driven in all 4 runs so far in Game 6. The Dodgers lead 4-1.
And people were questioning a couple of games ago. Tommy Edman, the number 4 hitter in your lineup, well, that's where he is again tonight.
Right-handed Alvarez is ready. So is Blake Trinan. McNeil goes for second. Alvarez swings, a bouncer to second. Taylor has it in the glove. It's over! It's over! The Dodgers win the pennant! Champions of the National League in 2024, the Dodgers are going back to the World Series. Fireworks going off in center field. A mob of Dodgers on the right side of the infield. The bullpen has poured in. Staff streaming out of the dugout. The Dodgers beat the Mets 10-5 in Game 6. It'll be New York and LA in the World Series. The Yankees 3, the Dodgers 2. The bases are loaded, 2 out, bottom of the 10th inning. The scenario you dream about, Freddie is living. First pitch swinging, high fly ball, hit deep, back, and gone! Freddie Freeman channeling his inner Kirk Gibson. A walk-off home run in Game 1 of the World Series. A walk-off grand slam. They celebrate at the plate. Winners 6-3. On this 1-0 pitch, Teo tees off, high drive, right center field, carrying back toward the wall, and now it's out of here! Teoscar Hernandez pumps his fist and pounds his chest as he rounds first base. The Dodgers are back in front. A 2-run tank from Teo. 3-2 pitch. Ready swings and belts a ball. Right field, no doubt, gone! The Dodgers are teeing off on Carlos Rodon in Game 2. Third home run of the night, and now a 4-1 lead. Vesia fires his first pitch.
Trevino hits a high fly ball, left field, playable for Tommy Edman, who calls for it, and that's a win for LA! And that's a 2-0 World Series lead. Tommy Edman about 15 feet in front of the warning track in left center field, settled underneath of a nervy final out in the 9th inning. As the Dodgers leave him loaded for New York and hang on to win by a final of 4-2. A 1-2 offering from Schmidt. Freddie swings and belts the ball right field, hooking toward the corner. Hello, short porch, and hello, Freddie Freeman. For a 3rd straight game in this World Series, 5 straight World Series games overall, Freddie Freeman goes deep. A 2-run blast from Freddie, and a 2-0 lead in the 1st inning.
Well, that's doubly good. Sore right ankle for Freeman, doesn't have to run hard, and for Ohtani, doesn't have to stretch out that left shoulder and left arm.
Bueller will try again. It's 2-2. Volpe to left field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Stanton being waved around. Here's the throw in from Teoscar. The play at the plate. Got him! An absolute hose from Hernandez in left. And Stanton nailed down at the plate. Teoscar Hernandez just kept the Dodgers in front by 3 and kept the Yankees off the board. No challenge. We go to the 5th in Game 3. Kopech's ready, as is Torres. The 2-2 pitch. Bouncer up the middle. Edman spins, fires, in time! And that's a win for LA! They hang on to take Game 3 4-2. They lead this World Series 3-0. Of the Dodgers' 14 runs in the series. Swing and a belted ball to right field, hooking toward the corner. Freddie Freeman, simply unstoppable. He points to the bullpen as he rounds the bases for an MLB record 6 consecutive World Series game after a home run.
Unbelievable. Keep in mind, Freeman had to miss 3 games because of a severely sprained ankle.
Cole out of the stretch. The pitch. Hernandez, fly ball, left center field. Judge going back, chasing after it. He's not going to get there. And one hops off the wall. Here comes Freddie. Teoscar Hernandez has tied Game 5. Dave Roberts can hardly watch. Here's the 1-2 pitch from Bueller. Got him swinging. That's it. It's a World Series win for LA. They've done it. They finished the job and give Los Angeles the parade it's been waiting for. A swarm of Dodgers on the right side of the infield. Grown men but children again, living out their dream.
This whole thing started when all of these guys in the Dodger Blues were kids in the backyard and dreaming about this moment. They overcame odds and injuries, and the path is kind of wiggled this way, it's wiggled that way, and the Dodgers never gave up on themselves. And if we put it in perspective, remember, to win their 8th World Series championship tonight, they had to come from behind a 5-0 deficit, and they did it.
It's over. They come back and win Game 5 by a final of 7-6. They win the 2024 World Series. It's never a bad time for Shohei Ohtani, who finished his 2025 regular season with a new career high and a new franchise record, 55 home runs. Ohtani turns on a ball, hit deep to right field. It is gone! Shohei Ohtani kicks off the postseason with a bang. A rocket over the out-of-town scoreboard in right field. His leadoff shot makes it 1-0 Dodgers in a hurry. 1-0 Dodgers, bottom 3. Can they add to it? The 1-0 Hernandez torches a ball, left field, way gone. A no-doubt laser to left from Teoscar Hernandez. 3 more on the board for the Dodgers. Ohtani hits a towering ball, deep right field. He flips the bat and watches it fly 3/4 of the way up the pavilion. Just a mammoth blast for his 2nd home run, and the Dodgers are pouring it on in Game 1. Yamamoto trying to wiggle out of a jam. Another 1-2, strike 3, swinging. Sits him down with a curve. Bases loaded, no outs. and Yamamoto leaves them loaded. Still 3-2 Dodgers in the middle of the 6th of Game 2. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, base hit right field. Ohtani pumps his fist as he runs up the line. Kike comes in from third. Rortvedt goes from first to third. 4-2 Dodgers as Ohtani comes through. And now Shohei Ohtani takes the mound. 100 starts in the regular season. This is number 1 in the postseason. Here's the 2-2. Strike 3 swinging. Ohtani begins his postseason pitching career with a punch-out. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Ohtani again comes off the mound, screaming and pumping his fist as he has pitched another 1-2-3 inning. 1-2-3 in the 6th go the Phillies with bookending Ks. And so now it's up to Teoscar Hernandez. It has been a tough night for Teo. He can make up for it with one swing. The pitch. Hit high in the air, right center field. Bader on the run, on the warning track. He's at the wall. It's gone! Teo time in Game 1. He flips the scoreboard with a 3-run bomb.
And all of a sudden, Citizens Bank Park resembles a library. Nice and quiet. That ball just continued to travel and travel.
First and second, 2 outs. The 0-1. Ohtani swings, hits it on the ground. It's into right field for a base hit. Green light for Muncy. He's in to score. Ohtani's first hit of the division series adds another for LA. Make it 4-zip in Game 2. Vesia kicks and fires. Stott gets the bunt down to third. Picked up by Muncy. He goes to third, and Castellanos is going to be out. They execute the play to perfection, Rick Monday.
Absolute gutsy play by Max Muncy.
Sasaki hunkers down on the mound. Kicks and fires. Turner swings. Ground ball to second. Scooped up by Edman. He throws first. Dug out by Freddie Freeman. He picks it and saves the game. That's a win for LA.
And the Dodgers can exhale.
This is Game 4 of the division series against the Phillies in the 11th inning. Heart rates through the roof. The 0-1 pitch. Pages grounds it back to Kerkering. He can't find it. He throws home. It's wide. Kim scores. And the Dodgers are going to the championship series. Fireworks go off in center field. The Dodgers celebrate near first base on a ground ball back to the pitcher. Andy Pages somehow gets the job done. Full count. Patrick's payoff. Freeman hits one high in the air, right field. Drifting back, Churio on the warning track. He's at the wall. It is gone! Freddie Freeman with a sky-scraping home run here in Game 1. A ball that just kept on carrying and carrying and carrying out. Blake Snell steps back. Here's his payoff. He struck him out! Froze him with a curveball. And Snellzilla terrorizing Milwaukee with 8 shutout innings. So here we go. The 2-2 from Trinan. Terang strikes out swinging. Blake Trinan slams the door. That's a win for LA. They hang on and take Game 1 of the National League Championship Series by a final of 2-1. A payoff from Peralta. Hernandez lifts one high in the air. Left field, drifting back. This ball is gone. Teo ties it up with a solo home run to left field. Another 3-2 pitch on the way. Muncy hits one in the air. Center field. Frelick, he is at the wall. This ball is out of here. There's that big swing. Max Muncy with a solo home run, 412 feet. No chance for Frelick to get that one. And it's 3-1 Dodgers. 0-2 on Vaughn. Pitch 111 coming from Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Strike 3 swinging. Yoshinobu Yamamoto goes the distance in Game 2. The Dodgers win 5-1 and take a 2-0 series lead in this championship series. Yamamoto's first complete game of his major league career and the first Dodger complete game in a postseason game since Lima time in 2004. A chance to start the scoring in Game 3. Betts swings, base hit right center field, into the gap. Ohtani scrolls home. Betts heading for second. The throw in is laid. RBI double Mookie Betts. And the Dodgers out of the gates in game 3. 1-0. Back-to-back extra base hits for the Dodgers here in the first inning. Dodger Stadium starts to stand. 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Ohtani then strikes out the side in the top of the first. Full count, and now Quintana's payoff pitch. Ohtani tees off. Deep right field. Shohei Ohtani, 1 of 1. A leadoff home run, 3/4 of the way up the right field pavilion. He strikes out 3 in the top of the first. A leadoff bomb in the bottom half.
Simply amazing.
3 balls and 1 strike. The right-hander Patrick deals. And Ohtani towering ball. High drive, right field. He's done it again. Shohei Ohtani to the top of the pavilion in right field. 469 feet. The longest home run at Dodger Stadium this year. 4-0 Dodgers in game 4.
And Ohtani's knocked in 2 of them. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
On a 1-2, Terang strikes out swinging. Sits him down with a splitter. Back-to-back Ks to open the 6th and 4 in a row. He's up to 10. So Ohtani has to take time. He steps back in. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The big righty McGill sets on the mound. Here's the pitch. And Ohtani drives one. Left center field. Did you? Gone! Shohei Ohtani, the stuff of legend.
I don't know how much more he can say about Shohei Ohtani, because he has done, well, in his career, unbelievable things. Tonight he has done things that, well, you only dream about. I mean, if you dare dream about it. And normally you're going to be awakened in the morning by mom and says, hey, it's time to go to school.
The Dodgers on the doorstep. The Brewers on the brink. First pitch, hit in the air. Right field. Pages going back on the warning track. He makes the catch. Ball game. Series. The Dodgers are going back to the World Series. That's a sweep for LA. And for the 5th time in 9 years, the Dodgers plant the pennant right here in Los Angeles. For Yoshinobu Yamamoto, what does he have for an encore? 11 days ago, Yamamoto pitched a complete game gem. It's a 3-2 to Varsho. And it is strike 3. Froze him with a curveball on a payoff. Yamamoto gives him strike 3. 97 at the knees down the middle. A wave and a miss, strike 3. A curveball hooks outside and sends Kirk back to the dugout. He sits him down with a fastball at 97 at the bottom of the zone. He has retired 16 consecutive Blue Jays. Yoshinobu Yamamoto back to the mound with 93 pitches. Just 1 run allowed. Now the 2-2. Guerrero hits a little number off the end of the bat to first base. Freddie Freeman scoops it up, shuffles over to the bag, and steps on it all by himself. The 0-1. Kirk sprays it right center field. Dean hustles after it, and he's there making a sliding catch. Oh, what a play by Justin Dean. A ball and 2 strikes. Yamamoto steps back with the left leg, twirls and fires. Hit in the air, left side of the infield. Muncy going back. He calls for it, and he makes the catch. Yoshinobu Yamamoto, complete and utter dominance yet again. Back-to-back complete games in the postseason for the Dodgers right-hander. And this time he does so on the road in the World Series. Scherzer approaching 50 pitches on a 1-2. Ohtani turns one around deep to the right field corner. She's gone! Postseason home run number 7 for number 17. 2-0 Dodgers. Dominguez deals. And Ohtani shoots one left field, carrying back. It is out of here. Ohtani stays on 1. He is 7 for his last 7 at Dodger Stadium with 5 home runs. We're tied again in game 3.
Yep, Ohtani didn't have to hit a home run, but feel free if you want to, big guy.
Full count on Freeman. Little delivers. Freeman, it's one high in the air. Straight away center field. Varsho at the wall. Gone! Freeman, Mr. World Series, ends the marathon at midnight. He is mobbed at home plate as the Dodgers walk it off in the bottom of the 18th inning. 6-5 the final to grab a 2-1 series lead.
You want drama? Come to Dodger Stadium.
Freddie Freeman let one fly to dead center field, and he sends everybody home. The righty comes home. Jimenez flips it into left field. Hernandez charging. He makes the catch. The throw back to second. Here's the play. The tag. He's out. Kike Hernandez to Miguel Rojas. And the ball game is over.
What a play. Hernandez charging. Tell you what, that's just a remarkable play because Kike Hernandez never broke stride. Came in, caught the ball, and on the run through to Rojas, who made just an incredible stop on a one-hop in time to get the runner.
Addison Barger with a base-running blunder for the ages. One out, base is empty, 4-2 Jays. The 1-1 pitch. Muncy launches in the air, deep right field. This ball is gone! Off the ribbon inside the foul net here in Toronto. We are within a run. The Dodgers down 4-3 on a long home run from Max Muncy.
Well, Muncy just stayed back on that pitch.
Full count, Hoffman delivers. Rojas hits it in the air, left field. This ball's got some carry. It is gone! It's gone! And Game 7 is tied! Miguel Rojas off the bench in Game 6, on the board in Game 7.
This crowd, well, we talked about it in another series. This has turned into a library here. Miguel Rojas. He took the 2-2 pitch, the slider upstairs, and he took the next pitch out of the ballpark.
Ground ball to second. Rojas has it. He's throwing home, and they get him in time. There was a brief stumble from Rojas at second base, but he recovered, planted, and threw home. And Kiner-Falefa is deemed out. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The pitch. Clement lifts it in the air, left field. Kike Hernandez running back. It's in the gap. It is on the track. They converge. Pages reaches up and makes the catch as he crashes into Kike. Oh my gosh! We're going to extra innings. A Yamamoto miracle in the 9th.
Well, they put Pages in there for his throwing arm. The defense, because Kike Hernandez was playing shallow. He was going to have no chance to go back and get that ball. And the Dodgers, with bases loaded and 1 out, come up with 2 sparkling plays to take it to the 10th in Game 7.
The 2-0. Smith with a smash in the air to deep left field. This ball is out of here! Smith lets it fly and breaks the tie in Game 7 as number 16 stays clutch.
Alejandro Kirk coming up. World Series could end on one swing in either direction. Home run wins it for the Blue Jays. Ground ball wins it for the Dodgers. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Kirk bounces one up the middle. Bats to the back. Over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles. Clayton Kershaw's Major League career ends as he watches his team win a Game 7 epic. It didn't look like they had any shot in this one until the very end. When an unsung hero, a most unlikely hero, Miguel Rojas, tied the game with a home run. With all the focus on the man that was on deck, Shohei Ohtani. It was Rojas who delivered the shock. And then it was Will Smith who delivered the game-winning home run in the top of the 11th inning. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto, legendary stuff, wins 3 games in this World Series. A complete game in Game 2, His team faces elimination in Game 6. And then like Randy Johnson, like Grover Cleveland Alexander, like some of the all-time greats, Yoshinobu Yamamoto finishes off Game 7.
Unbelievable. That's just the only word I can say. Unbelievable. People who have pitched, they will appreciate that more than anybody else.
5-4 in Game 7.
Yamamoto's 0-2 coming to Kirk. Broken back, ground ball. Betts has it, steps on the bag. The throw to first. Double play! From backs against the wall to back. The Dodgers cement their dynasty. They win Game 7 in extra innings. 5-4 the final. They mob Yamamoto on the left side of the mound. A classic finish to a 7-game series. The Dodgers become the first team in Major League Baseball in 25 years to repeat as World Series champions.
And the 0-2. Swing and a broken bat roller out to short. Betts up with it. Steps out second. On to first. And it's a double play. And the Dodgers have won it. Here in 11, the Dodgers turn the double play and finish off the Jays. 5-4 the final. And they celebrate to the left of the pitcher's mound, jumping up and down. The Dodgers, repeat champions for the first time in baseball in 25 years. The Dodgers are World Series champs.
Can Yamamoto get the strikeout? 0-2. Kirk, broken back ground ball. Betts has it. Second one. Throw to first. Got him, double play! And the Dodgers have won back-to-back World Series championships and cemented themselves as an all-time great team with an all-time great win in extra innings on the road. 5-4, and Yamamoto, the ultimate hero, is at the bottom of that pile. The Los Angeles Dodgers are your 2025 World Series champions.
Yamamoto's out in front 0-2. And the pitch. And a broken bat grounder to short. And the Dodgers turn it and win it. The Dodgers have won the World Series. They have beaten the Blue Jays 5-4 here in 11 innings. They have repeated as World Series champions. And an incredible year for the Blue Jays ends with heartbreak as they come as close as you can come to winning a World Series. But the Dodgers are the team that find a way and beat them to take the title.
One out, first and third. 5-4 Dodgers, bottom 11. 0-2. Broken bat bouncer up the middle. Betts runs to second one, throws to first, and the Dodgers have won the World Series. They come back to beat the Blue Jays 5-4 in extra innings and are baseball's first repeat champion since the 2000 Yankees.
Se prepara Yamamoto. Lanzamiento del japonés. Retazo. Campo corto. Mookie pisa a primera. Dodgers, campeones mundiales de forma consecutiva. Los Dodgers ganan otra vez la Serie Mundial y no se lograba desde el año 2000 con los Yankees.
Wow, increíble, de verdad que tremenda jugada, bien pichado, más que ganado, el jugador más valioso tiene que ser el Samurai, de verdad que hizo todo para que este equipo sacara la victoria, increíble, los Dodgers campeones de Serie Mundial.
Los Dodgers de Los Ángeles buscando el título de la Serie Mundial, primero que busca en hacerlo en años consecutivos desde los Yankees en el 98, 99 y 2000. Listo Yamamoto, el lanzamiento, le partieron el bate. Akir ataca la bola rápidamente, Mookie Betts pisa segunda, dispara primera y la doble matanza en este inning número 11 para que los Dodgers de Los Ángeles se lleven el título de la Serie Mundial del 2025 en 7 dramáticos juegos en el inning 11. Los Dodgers de Los Ángeles son los campeones de la Serie Mundial del 2025, derrotando en su casa a los Azulejos de Toronto. Los Dodgers de Los Ángeles, campeones de la Serie Mundial.
Hombres en las esquinas, hay un out, 0-2 para Alejandro Kirk. Presenta otra vez el japonés. Kirk, debate quebrado. Machucón, luce por dos. Chamuki pisa la almohadilla, tira primera. Y los Dodgers son los primeros en repetir campeonatos, títulos de Serie Mundial. Desde los Yankees del 98 al 2000. Los Ángeles Dodgers se coronan por segundo año consecutivo y lo hacen ante un poderoso club como los Blue Jays, y se tardaron en un Director's Cut, extra innings, episodios extras que le dieron Miguel Rojas con jonrón, Will Smith con jonrón, y al final la joyita, la perla japonesa, cierra la puerta ante los Blue Jays. Dodgers, los campeones del mundo otra vez.
Aucune balle, deux prises. Bâton fracassé. La balle est frappée en direction de Betts. Touche au coussin pour un. Son relais au premier. Double jeu. Et les Dodgers sont champions de la Série mondiale pour une deuxième année de suite. Les Dodgers sont champions et c'est la première fois depuis les Yankees en 2000 qu'on a une équipe qui gagne 2 séries mondiales consécutives.